Dashcam footage released this week shows the dramatic capture of homicide suspect Kamari Kennedy in Michigan on August 30th. Kennedy was wanted on warrants from Minot, North Dakota, for murder and conspiracy to commit murder of Dominique Kelly. He fled in a town and country minivan after being spotted in Mount Clemens. Deputies gave chase as he swerved through traffic, drove across sidewalks, cut through gas stations, and reached nearly 100 miles per hour in a desperate attempt to escape.
All right, now he's driving. Okay, stand by. Through the light at Rudgate, and he's driving into the oncoming lane. I got a lot of heavy westbound traffic, guys. Stand by, stand by. Stand by. All right, continuing westbound 16 speeds are now 55 miles an hour. We're through the railroad tracks. Dispatch, approaching westbound at Charter Oaks. I got heavy traffic, speeds are about 80. Do we have sticks out there, anybody?
We're going to see if maybe we can get some from Sterling.
All right, looks like he's going to go through the red light. Stand by. We're in the flipper. Hang on, we're in the flipper. Looks like we're going to go eastbound, everybody. Eastbound. Yup, he's in the oncoming lanes, guys. Oncoming lanes.
Sorry, the oncoming lane.
All right, we're going to be going southbound Garfield from 16, guys. Let Frazier know. Okay, speeds are back up to 80 miles an hour. Traffic is thin on Garfield southbound in the left lane. Stand by, dispatch. All right, we're through 15 Mile Road, dispatch. Speeds are now 85 miles an hour, dispatch, continuing southbound Garfield. We're going to be coming up to school zone.
Copy that, still southbound.
He is wanted for homicide. We're going through Klein. It's a red light.
That's what UCs are telling us. We want it for homicide.
A firm, thank you. Traffic is totally clear. It's a green light. 14, homicide out of North Dakota. Stand by, dispatch. We're going through a private parking lot.
Copy that, Copy that.
All right, dispatch, southbound Utica coming up to Masonic. He is now driving down the sidewalk.
Driving on the sidewalk with southbound Utica and Masonic.
All right, dispatch, when I get the opportunity, I'm going to see if I can take him out. He's getting pretty reckless.
Copy that. I'm going to take him out.
Coming up the Grossbeck, I got traffic. Going through the grass, Marathon gas station by the Jimmy John's.
Through the grass by Jimmy John's.
.13 set up at a red light. Stand by.
Strike approaching 13.
I should have taken him out, dispatch. Stand by.
Center lane 70 through Martin.
All right, we got a lot of traffic now, dispatch. A lot of traffic. Back in the center lane, southbound through Martin.
A lot of traffic, still southbound through Martin.
10-4, we're through the light, continuing southbound. Stand by. I got traffic. I got to stop work.
That works, still southbound.
All right, looks like he's getting ready to go through a red light. All right, we're now doing 100. He's slowing down, hitting the brakes for traffic. We are down to 35 for a red light. All right, he just caused a rear-end accident, none of us. All right, guys, we got open roadway, dispatch, open roadway. Let's take him out.
Copy that, open roadway, attempting to take out.
Chief, right up there with him. We're going to take him out.
All right, go ahead.
Show me your hands! Show me your hands!
Start an ambulance.
We're going to get him 300.
Keep your hands up, motherfucker! You better keep your fucking hands up! You fucking hear me? Keep your fucking hands up! Don't fucking move! I don't got no weapon. Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
The pursuit ended when a Macomb County deputy, despite sustaining injuries, managed to help stop Kennedy after several vehicles were struck. Kennedy and his passenger were arrested without further injury. Authorities confirmed Kennedy will be extradited to North Dakota to face charges of murder and conspiracy to commit murder linked to the death of Dominique Kelly. The chase highlighted both the suspect's recklessness and the determination of officers to protect the public. Dashcam footage shows Ohio police pursuing a suspect wanted in connection with the death of Bluffton police officer Dominic Francis on March 31st, 2022. The chase involved multiple patrol units, including Dodge Chargers and SUVs, as the suspect in a Toyota Prius attempted to evade capture. Officers repeatedly tried PIT maneuvers while the driver swerved across lanes and pushed through traffic. Despite several near stops, the Prius managed to slip away, forcing police into a dangerous, extended pursuit.
Right curve. Coming back over now. Left-hand lane, left-hand lane. Left-hand lane right here, right in front of me.
Take him out!
Mixing off of 82. Mixing up 82. Southbound to 82. Mixing up 82 right now. Up 82. Hit some traffic here. Going westbound 82. Westbound 82. Right. On 82. Permission to continue pursuit. Heavy traffic on 82. Go ahead with it. The opportunity to hit. We need to take it. Right, 82 going west, approaching 42, 82 going west, 73 miles an hour, heavy traffic. All green lights so far coming through here. So Larry, now we are northbound on 57 from Chestnut, northbound 57 from Chestnut. Are we on 20? Northbound 57 from Chestnut. I'm running the new parallel on 83. Signal 100 northbound in the southbound lane, 57 north and Chestnut.
The pursuit ended when officers finally executed a precise PIT maneuver, sending the Prius rolling into a ditch. Surrounding units quickly boxed in the vehicle and ordered the suspect out at gunpoint. The arrest brought an end to the tense standoff, with authorities confirming the suspect's connection to the death of Officer Francis. Alongside fleeing and reckless driving, the suspect now faces serious charges tied to the fatal incident. The dashcam footage highlights both the chaos and determination in the chase. Dashcam footage from Ohio, captured on the 27th of June, 2024, shows two patrol units attempting to stop a new generation gray Hyundai before the driver suddenly sped off. The pursuit led onto highways where the suspect swerved off-road into ditches and back onto the pavement. At one point, the suspect ducked into a parking lot filled with semi-trucks, briefly shaking one of the officers. He later hid in a ditch but bolted again, forcing police into another round of pursuit across busy lanes.
Speed just dropped down to 90. North of 167. Coming down to the ditch. Get back on. Get back on. That is good. To the red 3. To the red 3. I'm not taking 1030. Be careful. You're in there alone right now.
Alright. I got blocked by a vehicle. He's back out, northbound. Disregard, he's running. Vehicle stopped, he's in the woods.
He's out on foot, he's running east. He's out on foot, he's running east in the rest area. 31. Moving 804. That's semi.
You need medical?
Oh my.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Okay.
The chase reached its breaking point when one of the pursuing officers struck a truck while changing lanes during the pursuit. The Hyundai eventually came to a stop, and the driver, described as a black male, later identified as Stephen Candy, fled on foot before being tracked down and arrested. Authorities later confirmed charges including fleeing, reckless driving, and resisting arrest. The dashcam video captures both the suspect's desperate attempts to escape and the risks officers faced in bringing the chase to an end. Dashcam footage from Maplewood, Ohio, shows a black Mercedes speeding past during midday traffic. Officer Daniel Mercer and Trooper Kelly Hart quickly respond, activating their lights and sirens as the suspect refuses to stop. The pursuit pushes onto the highway, weaving between vehicles at high speed. The driver continues to accelerate, ignoring traffic rules, forcing officers to stay close behind as the chase spills back towards suburban streets.
Road, south on Newcastle Road. Slowly, double yellow. Traffic light, speed 65, accelerate. Or I didn't see him use a turn signal. to 42 exit. He used the turn signal to swap lanes, but I was going to use that to talk to him, just check on him. Driving over the center line, still southbound from Newcastle, going towards Arkansas Avenue. In the curve, speed's 55 miles an hour, no traffic. Okay, we're going Arkansas towards Washington, or interstate, northbound in Washington. 13 close where you can come up here pitting. He was in the passing lane, speed 75-ish. Pull up in front of me. It's light on the northbound side. I've got green lights. Coming past McDonald's. Alright, 31, if you'll get with me, if I get a chance, I'll hit you. 900, Started 10-16, started 10-16.
Car!
Car first.
After circling back toward the highway, the Mercedes attempts one final escape, but Officer Mercer executes a precise PIT maneuver. The car loses control, rolls into a roadside ditch, and comes to rest on its side. The driver crawls out, briefly resisting, before being arrested without further incident. Authorities later confirmed charges of fleeing, reckless driving, and resisting arrest. The dashcam video captures the tense pursuit from busy highways to suburban roads before its decisive end. Dashcam footage from Cedar Falls, Kansas, recorded on July 18, 2022, just before midnight, shows a red pickup truck refusing to stop for officers. Trooper Marcus Doyle and Officer Ryan Callahan engage in pursuit along a semi-highway road. The suspect swerves recklessly, leaving the pavement for ditches, dirt paths, and even train tracks. The chase stretches across muddy plains, where the truck's off-road build allows it to evade attempts to pin it down, forcing both police units to adapt to the terrain.
Oh, I see he's going down the railroad track.
We had in the back there, a lot of it is falling on the tracks as well.
Copy. I'm at 2314. Copy. I'm at 2314.
Jesus Christ.
Penzorf, we're going back north on 23.
I can't see anything. My windshield wipers aren't working.
As the pursuit continues, the suspect flings mud onto the officers' windshields, blinding them briefly while weaving from highways to back roads. Eventually, the truck veers into a soaked dirt track, its wheels sinking deep into thick mud. The vehicle bogs down, leaving the driver with no escape route. Officers Doyle and Callahan move in, surrounding the immobilized truck and arresting the suspect without further struggle. The late-night dashcam footage ends with the chase captured through rough, muddy terrain. Dashcam footage from Ohio State Police, recorded on May 29, 2025, at around 6 p.m., shows officers Daniel Mercer and Howard Collins attempting to stop a red family-style SUV driven by a 40-year-old woman, later identified as Susan Kingsley. The driver refuses to pull over, sparking a pursuit along suburban roads and onto the highway. Officers note erratic driving and suspect the woman may be under the influence as she swerves unpredictably between lanes and vehicles passing by.
Fire hydrant.
Can you hear me?
As the pursuit continues, Kingsley drives into a roadside ditch before trying to merge back onto the highway. In the process, the SUV loses control, flips, and rolls several times across the asphalt. Officers Mercer and Collins slow behind as the wrecked vehicle comes to rest on its roof. With no intervention needed, police move in, break the windows, and extract Kingsley from the overturned SUV. She is taken into custody after the dramatic self-induced crash ends the chase.